Hey guys, and welcome to Finsweet channel. It's me Sergey from Finsweet, and today I'm really excited to tell you that we are releasing Figma to Webflow kit. In this video I'm going to show you how to use this kit properly, how to avoid auto-renaming of classes, how to bring more and more components, and also we are introducing workaround in spacing or client-first. If you're a designer or Webflow developer who wants to bring design from Figma to Webflow with Figma to Webflow plugin, this kit is just for you. Okay guys, let's dive into kit. I'm going to show you what do we have inside of this Figma to Webflow kit. I'm open the file and we go to components. So there is two types of components and components with spacing blocks. I'm going to explain spacing just a bit later. But right now, as you can see, we have the main structure. Here, the main structure is something like what you would start every section on your project. If you use Client-First, this is padding global, container large, padding section medium. So if you want to build more, you just take this and detach from component and you can start building your website. There is a small instruction how to use it, how to avoid renaming of classes, how to add more elements. Just repeat some of the steps if you want to avoid after renaming, and also how to use pixel to RAM migrator, because plugin allows you to migrate only typography with RAMs, but if you want to use everything with RAM, you would have to use that migrator. Let's just run the plugin and I'm going to explain it here. So we run the plugin, it's just starting, and we have to select one of the projects. Good. As you can see, it's ready to be copy-pasted into the Webflow. And based on this description that we have on the left side, we take this section, one of the sections, and we can simply copy to Webflow. As you can see, all these layouts, we have rebuilt them and they are now Client-First ready. Next, I'm going to show you how to use it. Check here. We have ready component section header. So we already selected this component. We can click copy to Webflow. How to avoid auto renaming of classes? When you first time use, it's fine, but if you paste it into your build where you have Client-First official starter project, this will already cause the issue because all those classes are here. So how to fix this issue? As you can see, I have Relium plugin and this is not running. And I have another build which is absolutely empty. There is no classes and plugin is not running. So what we need to do, we need to run this plugin on this build. And how to do this? You just go to extension settings and turn this on. Now go to your build where you have Client-First official starter project installed, and now just refresh the page. After that, the plugin will be running and this will prevent classes being auto-renamed. So right now what we do, we go to our empty build, we paste from clipboard that component that we had before. Now we can take it from here with Command C, we can go to Client-First, remove stuff from main wrapper, click on main wrapper, Command V is here. And let's check padding global, container large, so there is no auto renames. Let's bring one more component here, so we check the workflow, that it works. We go to library, we take another component, let's say team section, because team section also get all this padding global, container large, and padding section medium. So we take everything, copy to Webflow. Now we're going back to our build, we delete this. We also should clean up all the classes, otherwise this will be auto-renamed. Now we paste it here. Don't worry about it. Now take this section team, Command C. Now we go to the build where we have Relium plugin running and Command V into main wrapper. Class synced, all good. Thank you. As you can see, this is absolutely the same section as here. There might be some slight difference in text, but that you would need to clean this up. Okay, this is how would you copy paste everything and avoid class renaming. And now I'm going to show you how to deal with spacing blocks. In Finsweet, Client-First, we're using blocks as spacing, and if you do it, then you know that it requires to have combo classes like padding top, padding medium, padding bottom, padding large, for instance, right? And because in Figma you cannot have combo classes, we made workaround for you. So let's get into components with spacing blocks. And as you can see here, we have all the different spacing that you would just need in your project. And those spacing, they are equal to padding top, padding large, padding top, padding medium values in rems transformed into pixels. Good. So let's check how it works. This is hero section. This is footer. This is team section. Let's say something like maybe gallery section. Yeah, let's take gallery section here. So it has two spacing blocks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just take this part, copy to Webflow. Now we go to the build and we remove this. We clean up everything. Remove all the classes just to avoid auto renames. And there we go. This is our spacing, space wrapper. Good. So this spacer got 80 pixels. Now, what we're gonna do, we take this and we going to our build and we paste it inside of the main wrapper. Got it, thank you. And here, as you can see, spacers are here. And for sure now you would need to remove it to rems. So you can simply do this with Finsweet, Client-First, Pixel to Rem Migrator, and you can just start migration everything to rem. Or if you prefer pixels, you can go with pixels, or you can do with simple calculation like this: 80 divide to 16, let's say rem, and it's gonna be 5 rems. So this is workaround how to use spacing blocks and without combo classes. So with this kit, it's really easy to build Client-First ready websites. I hope you enjoyed this overview, and yeah, I'm excited to see what you're gonna build. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button if you like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a nice day.